Hello, this is Trivial again. I've decided I wanted to make a duffel bag this time. It's not an organic, object, unlike a carrot, so I thought it'd be a nice challenge. One thing I did notice is that I like it when my pixel art specifically is slanted, like to the side here. And this might hinder me in terms of variety, but at the same time, it's the only way I can really make the art look more appealing, because it shows a 3D perspective. And I'm pretty sure if I did something such as an apple, I'd be willing to go more direct or front-facing, if that makes sense. But for certain objects that require a lot more 3Dness in order to show off or be conveyed as that certain object, there's a need to emphasize that perspective. I must say though, perspective is kind of challenging. That's why you don't see a lot of background artists. I'm not really one to talk. I prefer to not draw backgrounds either. Though recently, I think I have been getting into it. There's something interesting about creating a world that doesn't really exist in reality. Like usually you would not see flying cars or find a place that is for flying cars. So when someone decides to draw a world where flying cars can easily park, it seems very intriguing. I find being able to talk like this because I can keep in my unfiltered thoughts or choose to take them out if I don't see it fit for a video. This duffel bag is looking long. I don't mind that it's long, though there seems to be, in my reference photo at least, there seems to be a lot more weight in a way. Proportions are very important if you want to convey a certain feeling. I also noticed that this duffel bag is a lot more rounded, which is fine. I think I'll keep it that way, but I might change this. By the way, thank you for the views and the likes. I know I just started off this channel, but I think at this point it is important for me to be at least grateful for getting some sort of following or view count, because I want to be able to look back at this one knowing that I cherished these views, whether they were that I cherish these views regardless of whether I was big or not. How much do I value this? Like, what part of this do I value? Is it really the views, or is it the fact that I'm doing this at all? I'm not entirely sure about mine, though I do have a current goal, but I also have more of a mindset, I guess. I do realize that I tend to want to give up easily. So I thought intentionally putting myself out there would be a way to force myself to realize that there's a lot of rewards that can only be earned after you've worked long enough. Certain rewards, they're called instant gratifications. They're not inherently bad. You wouldn't be devastated to receive an instant gratification once in a while. But I think the problem may be the overconsumption of it, needing to expect yourself to win a reward or gain something out of doing nothing. So there's a strap here. There's also a strap here. They do come together, though I'm not sure if I want to do that for my own icon. I also might minimize straps just to make the design a little more simplistic. Back to what I was saying before. It feels unearned at a certain point once you've had enough instant gratifications. And I think that's probably why I started wanting to make these videos, to do something for myself that feels earned. Though I can see this easily becoming a dangerous tool, and I mean like YouTube in general, considering how it is a place where people want to find a form of stability or a way to measure your worth, and I don't want to fall victim to that. Which brings me to wonder, how exactly do YouTubers measure success at this point? Because we can only go so far with numbers. Makes me wonder, people or YouTubers who are now at a pretty good point, what do they desire from all of this? It might be a little too early to ask these questions now. I literally just started. This is just day 2. I guess a part of me wanted to be a bit more honest I realize the strap might be too big for this. One thing I am noticing is that duffel bags, or at least specifically their handles, I don't know how to properly put them in, I guess. Because I can do it this way, or this way. Though I want to create a silhouette at the same time, make it make sense. Because I'm pretty sure some people will think this is a purse. Are these straps too big? I mean, considering how these are, maybe not. I'm gonna redo this then. I decided I should focus on other small details before I put in straps, because the handle straps will interfere with the rest of the design. It's also kind of awkward, because, for instance, I want to put this tag here, but it's not going to be exactly square. It's the strange beauty about pixel art. It's confined by limitations, where you have to be creative and use your imagination, so you can conceptualize that this is a tag when it clearly is just 4 boxes of this specific color. I was just playing with colors. I mean, I was also looking at my reference photo, but I went with a green, and then this color is still more blue. I just found that interesting, because the main colors, 3 blues I have, so they contrast to make sure there's a sense of variety and clarity. But then I proceeded to go with another cool color that stood out. So, another thing I noticed with pixel art is that there's this limitation in terms of thickness, apparently. I've been trying to contemplate how the zipper, because I added a darker green to sort of indicate a change, because it's now overlapping the straps here. Yet for some reason, even if, no matter how much I look at this, these 2 straps don't look even. I feel like they have different widths. I mean, I think I did enough so it looks like they're fairly similar, but I don't know, it kind of looks weird. Completely got sidetracked, forgot about the zipper. Might as well leave it green. Maybe since I used blue and green, I'm trying to remember what the color wheel looks like. I might go for this lighter blue, or I can go for more of a red for triadic. This does look weird. I might change it. I probably don't even really need a color to indicate zipper, since the zipper is more of an intuitive thing, like people know there's a zipper, but also it's too small of a detail for anyone to really care. Now I'm just doing the strap, and I think for the back strap I might not show as much. The perspective isn't perfect, but I do think it looks interesting enough. I decided to also add these handles to create a rule of 3 in a way. In terms of design, it's hard to describe, but it's like trying to find balance between asymmetry. I guess I'm unintentionally creating some depth here. I'm also gonna self-shade here, just to differentiate more between the strap and the rest. I am much more proud about how this turned out. Other part is that I am using more man-made reference, so there's a lot more structure compared to like a carrot, which is more organic. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope I can continue to post. That's all. Bye.